Guten Abend allerseits, welcome back to Tom Plays Europa Universalis 4 for absolute beginners. We are back with Austria, and that alert has come back, that's irrelevant, and we're worrying about the Empire again. So one thing I completely failed to mention is that the call for Reichsreform is affected by the amount of imperial authority we have. You see we've got a 0.16 there. So arguably, instead of bestowing imperial grace, we should just let this accumulate rather than using it. The reason I'm not doing is because the first one, call for Reichsreform, is actually quite easy to get. They get harder as you go on, and I think honestly the main thing stopping us from calling it is probably this overextension, which is going to solve itself, and our aggressive expansion potentially, which is also going to solve itself. So I think we should just stick to what we were doing. So let's keep in mind 51 princes. I do think the median voter is a good one to go for a lot of the time. That's Hamburg, because median's a type of average, but they're basically the person right in the middle of approving the Reichsreform. So if we can get the median voter to support us, whoever the median voter happens to be, we will have more people in favour than against. So we will be able to call it. So they're a good person to go with. Okay, what's our mission? Conquer Transylvania. Right, we can probably do that at any time. We're going to have an uprising of Dalmatian separatists. I'm guessing that'll be down here. But it will actually tell us. There are 3 places it could appear. Istrian, Split, and Yadara. Which I'm probably mispronouncing. So if I send an army to Yadara, should be reasonably within range of the other 2 places. I might move our navy to Split because Split has a castle. It should be a little harder for Venice to force us out into the water. Our diplomatic relations are a definite concern, but there's not much we can do right now. Oh, who doesn't like us much? Assuming we still can't persuade Switzerland to give up their territory. Nope, we cannot. Okay. Actually, we've probably neglected the people far away from our shenanigans. So we're probably better off going for those in terms of getting the people to like us. Oh yeah, Cyprus was a royal marriage option, weren't they? The only reason I consider Cyprus is because they're an island, which can be a bit of a pain to deal with. Otherwise, they're a one-province nation, so probably not really worth vassalising. Right, let's speed things up a little, because we're probably not going to be able to get very far until we finish these cores. Okay. Ottomans are attacking the Lesser Empire. Apparently we have no call for a crusade this time. I think we've lost a prince, so whoever this is... Oh right, it's Bohemia. Bohemia's never going to agree to it. And the thing is, I don't want to attack Bohemia because then we'll have a truce of them. So, on the plus side, 50 is easy to remember. So we've got 7 electors, 12 free cities and 50 standard princes. keep going. Lubeck. I'm looking for nations with a negative opinion of us, as I figure they're ones we've never improved relations with, so we can have the largest possible impact by improving with them, temporarily holding off on bestowing imperial grace. Okay, we've probably got a truce with Venice, unfortunately. So I don't think I've particularly looked at this, but this alert here is when our truces are running out. So Venice is August 1477, so we've got 10 years of a truce. Now you can break the truce, but you get a severe effect on stability. So I think some people make truce breaking part of a strategy, but if you're still fairly new to this game, I would recommend not doing that. You're generally better off just waiting. We've got plenty of other stuff to do. Okay, that should help a lot with our Reichsreform. Just going to make these into states. I haven't really explained that. They make them easier to manage. Once they're done, you then have to call them again, although they don't affect overextension if you don't. And again, there are advanced methods that involve not doing that, but I would generally just recommend doing it. We also have the option to add provinces to the empire. I think they show up on the map as being these ones. So they've got a different kind of stripe to the ones we don't own. Generally speaking, I do tend to add them. I am unconvinced that there's any particular advantage to doing so. And we apparently have sufficient lack of expansion that we can easily call for Reichsreform now. Let me just use up a bit of bestowing imperial grace. Are there any electors we haven't done yet? There are not. So I'm just going to do a few random people, because I don't think we need more than 50 for this one. And it does have quite the effect on people's opinion of us. If we just take ourselves down to 50 and then call for Reichsreform, that is now done. So that gives everyone in the empire cheaper construction costs. I think that might be all there is to it. You see our imperial authority went down to 0. Oh no, this does actually give us an imperial ban on anyone who holds imperial provinces. Now I thought Danzig had imperial provinces. Oh, I see, Danzig's a subject of Poland. Right, so we're going to have a job touching those. But we could in theory attack Denmark now. It gives us a Casus on Denmark. Not necessarily saying that's a good idea. Would give us a lot of prestige. But at the same time, it would also give us a province that's that we have to go through quite a few members of the empire to get to, or go by sea. So we'll keep it in mind for the future. But it's not top of my list at the moment. Oh, looks like Venice have managed to get themselves unexcommunicated. Right, so our next concern is getting a Casus Belli on Bohemia. So we need 5 people to back us, Oh, that's good. The Palatinate is backing us, and we need those 5 people to have at least a plus 100 opinion of us. So we really need to push our diplomacy on all of the electors. So I suspect that Saxony... Oh, Saxony actually counts. So is it Mainz that's the problem? Well, Mainz isn't backing us. Okay, this is interesting. 3 leagues? 3 leagues is the problem. Right, so we need 3 leagues to have a plus 100 opinion of us. That is going to improve anyway with aggressive expansion, but next diplomat we get, we should start improving relations with them. Okay, England have offered us an alliance. You see, that's difficult because they're quite a powerful ally, but they're also rivals with Castile. Mercantilist provinces, so we have again. Mercantilism is good, it gives us more money. But we also want institutions spread. I might actually lose it for the sake of the institution spread. I think I'm going to turn down the alliance offer with England. Okay, unlawful territory. This is Bohemia again. I don't want to go to war with Bohemia unless we are taking them on. Right, 3 leagues. Improve relations with 3 leagues. That's good. The separatists have arisen in Split, which has a castle. We've lost a general that we are not currently using, so that's not a problem. Let's send you back to Crane now. That restores order a bit. So yeah, it's this one up here, the 3 leagues one. I'm hoping when that hits 100 we might be able to finish the mission to get yes, we absolutely will. In fact, things are going quite well, so I just want to check, have we... There's a privilege, which I always do, along with a papal emissary, called Patronage of the Arts. I think it just helps with prestige. Does harm absolutism, but I think this one is generally worth having as long as you have enough money to cope. So don't do it if you're low on money. But I think it's worth doing otherwise. So yeah, I'm going to put that one in there. Oh, maybe we were using that general. Right. Let's make another general. Finished with Friesland. We've lost an army reformer. Don't have any cheap +2 ones, so let's go for +1-1. Morale of armies is good. In the early game, that really helps. So we'll go with him. We are gaining money. We're gaining inflation, but that's because a lot of our money comes from a gold mine. So we can't really help that. Still wondering about this Conquer Transylvania mission. Might still leave it for a bit. Now we could quite easily vassalize Albania, but it's going to be another diplomatic relation. Actually, Wallachia would be a good one to vassalize. although it might be easy to do it by attacking them potentially, which we might gain a casus belli for. Military's workforce or money. I might use the military actually, simply because we always need money. In fact, while I'm at it, let's do we actually need more temples? I'm not sure we do. There's a build buildings option. Oh no, we do need 2 more temples. Okay, I'll build 2 more, even though they're not immensely... They're only a plus 0.13, but I'll stick a couple in because we can afford them. And it will get us closer to this. We also need workshops for this one, which I don't believe we have a technology to do as of yet. Okay, 3 leagues. We are not quite got up to 100, so let's just... I'm actually going to maintain the diplomat this time. It's something we will do more as time goes on. We'll probably maintain diplomats with electors. So I'm basically telling the diplomat to stay put. I apparently don't have the imperial authority to bestow imperial grace. But there are other things we could do. Could try sending them a gift just to get them to plus 100. Oh right, that doesn't take much. Okay, let's do that. Gift of 25. Right, so let's just check the others. We do have 6 people backing us. Let's just send someone to Mainz to make sure they keep backing us. I wonder if we're going to get... Oh no, we're there. Secure electors. Right, brilliant. So we get a restoration of Union casus belli on Bohemia. Lasts for 25 years. And we get some general benefits. Right, so let's not mess this up. I'm going to combine our armies. And we are going to go straight in for this one. Okay. The Palatinate is actually going to be against us for this one. Restoration of Union, and make very sure that this is the one that we have. Let's do it. Yeah, leave conquer Transylvania for a bit. Looks like the Ottomans have wiped out the Latin Empire completely, which is upsetting. Might try improving relations with Wallachia. Oh, that's good. Okay, a bit less good. Fighting Savoy. I'm just wondering if an Italian war might give us an opportunity to attack someone and rein them in. Just taking a quick look at what the nations around us are doing. But yeah, we're very much going to focus on Bohemia here. There's no Italian states involved, so we should be pretty happy to just make peace with anyone other than Bohemia. But we should have enough people now to absolutely stomp on almost anyone. It's really the first war, which in our case was Milan, which is the really dangerous one, as Austria. Oh, the Ottomans are attacking Wallachia. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so bureaucracy. We want whichever one gives us more diplomatic relations, and that's representatives of the crown. So we're only getting a cost of 4 each month. I think that's probably because... Oh no, we haven't... Oh, because the Latin Empire's gone as well. Did we have a royal marriage with them? I think we must have done. So we're taking much less of a hit to our diplomatic relations now. And when Friedrich dies, we will probably lose some of our royal marriages. Possibly including with England, which is why we didn't ally them. That and it causes a bit of strife with Castile, although it's tempting because they've been quite successful against France. They've kept all of their continental possessions, so we could probably expand westwards into France with England's help. Obviously Castile might well be enough anyway, and Burgundy. Anyway, let us keep on improving relations with our various members of the empire. Looks like the Palatinates having a very bad time. Okay, right, so Friedrich has died. Ferdinand has married Joanna, who is from Intel. So because this is the other concern, of course, the electors were backing us, as we knew. That actually gives us an instant 10 imperial authority, so that should shoot up. And we have a pretender. Just pause. Lost stability. Ferdinand is our new emperor. We've got an heir who isn't very good. Total score of 6 and critically very low diplomacy. Got an empress who's a bit better. And yes, we've got his pretender rebels. We don't want them to take Wien. So we're going to have to go and deal with them. Hopefully we can take Prague, or Praha, as it's apparently currently known, first. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, a bunch of our royal marriages have ended, so we're only losing 1 diplomatic point per month. Now, we do want to remarry Castile, Milan and Herzegovina if we can. Oh, and Brandenburg. We've lost the Palatinates completely. Whether we need to ally with the Palatinates again is debatable. Oh, that's not the Palatinate, that's Thuringia. Okay. Castile wants a royal marriage. That is a definite yes. Got 51 princes. Most people are currently not backing us though. Why is Cologne not backing us? Oh, it's a legitimacy problem. I remember now. Because we got Ferdinand's legitimacy, which is terrible. So we're just going to have to hold things together while we get our legitimacy up. The minute we can get sanctioned dynasty, we will. And Venice are no longer a great power. Right. Let's just keep this up. So in theory, if Ferdinand randomly died right now, we would lose the emperorship. Which is bad, but there's always going to be some risk involved. There's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. Okay, Wallachia wants military access. That's not a problem. I'm not convinced there's going to be any Wallachia left at the end of this. Right. Okay, well, let's at least improve relations with Brandenburg. Oh, actually, we can get a royal marriage with them, can't we? So we should do that next time. Okay, we've got a diet. Stability. They want a stability of +3, which is excessive. Fortifications or production in Wien. I don't think we've even got the Renaissance in Wien yet. So that would actually be a good one. Propose with the burghers. Obviously it costs us diplomatic power, but it will help with getting the Renaissance. And it also gives us more money. So yeah, worth having. Right, I'm just counting on our finishing our siege before they finish theirs. Rarely happens, but we do have an extremely good head start this time. But yeah, I usually find when you're racing the computer for a siege, the computer seems to win more than it looks like they should. That might just be, you know, my perception though. Oh, brilliant. That's the last of our overextension dealt with. We'll lose our subjugation casus belli on Milan. I don't think that's going to be a problem, given that we did in fact subjugate them. Okay. This siege has finished, so we'll go deal with the Pretender. Usually need to chase Pretenders. We've got here. Actually, first things first, have we lost any princes? We have not. In fact, we appear to have gained one. So whoever this is, I don't think they're a problem. Ooh, except that we could use it as an excuse to rein Genoa in if we have not already done so. Reign in Italy. No, Genoa is an option. Problem is, they might like us too much and they might just agree to it. No, they won't. Brilliant. It'll probably now turn out, after we've spent some imperial authority doing that, that they've got some immensely powerful ally that'll stop us from attacking them. No, they have not. Okay, this could actually be really good. We could get Florence to return some people. Having said this, should we finish Bohemia first? We only need to get to 60 to win against Bohemia. We could probably get some people to pay us reparations. Separate. Oh yeah, the Ottomans have completely eaten Wallachia. Which does make me wonder if we should try to get Albania before they eat Albania as well. The problem is, we'll need to diplomatically annex them, which hurts our diplomatic reputation, which is here, and that's quite important. So yeah, maybe we actually shouldn't. We should either conquer them, because we're all already going to be doing that with Herzegovina. We should just conquer them directly, or we should conquer whoever conquers them, I think. Our diplomatic reputation is too valuable. Okay, is anyone else willing to make peace? Maybe Volgast. Okay, I like the reparations. I really do not want you to cede any territory to Poland, though. How about I ask you to give up some claims? Because then you'll be less likely to attack people. I appreciate Poland have been helping us, but Stolp is part of the Empire, so Poland having it is going to be a nuisance for us. Right, let's try and get the Palatinate to like us. Oh no, they're still at war with us. Okay. How about Münster? Just need to keep an eye on everything. So Bohemia's main army seems to be down in Milan. But there's a good chance that our various allies and dependents will just take so much land that Bohemia will be willing to concede before we even finish this siege. But if not, this siege should really do it. I don't know if taking Bohemia will precipitate another coalition. We could arguably do with... Oh right, they'll release someone. Okay, that's good. That's actually good. That should give us a prince back. Right, and then we want to rein in Genoa and Florence. A new leader. I think we shouldn't meddle. Well, there aren't any actual benefits to that. Whereas we can gain some loyalty, which might be useful. Should I say? Oh yeah, we should definitely do this because the other electors really hate it when we control another elector. It's a -50 on whether they vote for us. So yeah, let's usurp the electorate. Let's not even think about that. Let's restore our royal marriage with Castile. So should we do admin technology or should we just apply a lot of admin into Wien? I'm feeling like we should probably just push Wien because for one thing it'll give us more money. And for another thing, it'll give us the Renaissance faster. And it will give us a better chance of Wien becoming the Imperial Liberation. Let's get Castile on board and make war before they start forming a coalition. Right, so we've got control Bohemia. I think we can do that. Yeah, we've got a coalition. So that gives us more legitimacy and imperial authority, so that's good. Yeah, so we've hopefully prevented Genoa from being able to join the coalition. We're obviously not going to be taking any land. To try and improve relationship with Saluzzo. Nuremberg. Yeah, okay, so this is very dangerous. I'm not going to make demands on mates at the moment. Right, let's not do any more missions. Bohemia has a high liberty desire, that's fine. A couple of rebel uprisings on the way. Right, let's see if we can crush this army. I do want to go in for Florence first though. So the idea of Florence is I'm probably going to get them to release some members of the Empire. We're up to 53 here. We're voting for ourselves, and so is Free Leagues. Against all odds, Free Leagues does still not. He's still voting for us. That's astonishing. Alright. Okay, yeah, so this is a bit of a dangerous moment, but hopefully as time goes on, things will become less dangerous. And I'm hoping what we're about to do with Genoa and Florence isn't going to cause us too many problems. I'm rather conscious that we're looking like we might lose this fight though, which is unfortunate. Oh, that's good. Royal marriage with Brandenburg. So there, I didn't point this out, but we do have die rolls here. So that's the random element. Unfortunately, even though we've rolled quite well, it hasn't been enough. And I don't think Milan is going to get here on time to save us from a crushing defeat. So we really didn't want that. Because of course the damage to our army is going to cause us to be more at risk from the coalition. Okay, so we're going to be dependent on the power of our alliances now. Unfortunately, it's too late to make any new ones. Ooh, we've got a chance of inheriting Brandenburg. Definitely improving relations with them next chance we get. So they're now voting for us. I think that royal marriage tipped it, which was their idea. So we're actually no longer in danger of losing the electorate, which is good. So yeah, I'm thinking we're still away from 1490. I'm thinking it might be worth getting Florence to release some members of the Empire, even though that does give us more people. Oh, did we not have Florence reined in already? Unless they've reappeared. Oh well, in that case we can rein them in as well. But we're getting to the point where we will actually be able to handle them diplomatically if we have to, and especially when it comes to reining people in. Sorry, when it comes to nations that Florence have been forced by us to release, I think we're going to have a much easier time talking them round. So yeah, I think it's worth getting the members of the Empire back. From Florence. So yeah, we'll take Florence down first. If we can avoid having things thrown at us and planted in the middle of the screen so we can't see what we're doing. Hungarian peasants, okay, that's not great, but at the same time, it's not really a big threat. We'll start improving relations with Bohemia. Got a lot of our own separatists we need to worry about. Oh right, so this is the event that can happen if you're allied with Spain and France sees you as an enemy. France rivals you. So this is good actually, because their event to marry Aragon has already happened, so there's a chance that we will actually get a Habsburg on the throne. I'm still not going to count my chickens. Something may still go wrong, but yeah, it's possible when King Enrique dies, although he's only 20, that we may end up with Habsburg on the throne, which is the first step towards us getting a personal union over them. Oh, Goslar's left the military coalition. Well, that's good. It's already kind of falling apart. We have no intention of taking any land here, so I'm hoping it won't affect aggressive expansion. Okay. Right, well, Aragon is probably doing a good job on Florence there, so let's go and help Hungary with Ferrara. And I think that's it. It looks like we're winning. Yeah, so Castile have been a big help because they, of course, have a personal union over Aragon already. Got some other Serbian separatists are fighting the Hungarian peasants. Brilliant. And then Milan have come in to finish the job. We finished with Saluzzo, that is fine. Right, I was going to do Brandenburg. Partly just because we're in with a chance of getting a Habsburg on the throne there. Got a new diplomatic idea. This one just makes our diplomatic advisors cheaper, so it'll just save us money. But that's definitely worth having, especially while we don't yet have a Renaissance. So technology will be more expensive. Yeah, we are a bit behind technology-wise, I have to say. Peace offer from Florence. Well, it depends on what it is. No, that's not actually enough. Serbians. Do we just have some Serbian separatists? Or maybe they rose up there. Okay, right, well, I'll deal with them once this siege is over. That's assuming no one else deals with them. But yeah, really, Florence, I'm looking to have them release as many princes as possible, because they did eat a few. Let's try to improve relations with the Palatinate. In fact, we might want a royal marriage with them. I think we do want a royal marriage with them. Still, let's not panic. I'm sure we'll get another diplomat back soon enough. Oh, it looks like Milan's going to deal with them for us. Thanks, Milan. Got another imperial demand coming. Got some more separatists. I think there's an even better chance people will deal with these though. Will that castle get this back for us, or are we going to have to go and deal with it? See, I'm almost forgetting we're in a coalition here. Looks like we're going to have to go and deal with it. Fair enough, I think this is the last thing for Florence anyway. Although it does look like they might be going to handle it for us. Which would be nice, it'd mean we can move straight to Genoa. Okay, let's get that royal marriage done. Actually, let's check this. Magdeburg and Lübeck have both eaten, well, eaten something. Okay, Magdeburg. Yeah, I think they've eaten Goslar. But we're probably not going to be able to get them to agree to it. And if they're in the coalition, which they are, we don't dare attack them. And Lübeck have eaten Lauenburg. And they also won't give it up, although they're not in the coalition, so we could attack them if necessary. Okay, diplomatic, we have a cheap +2. He will give us diplomatic reputation, and that would be good. Legitimacy is very slowly going up. Not fast enough. Never mind. No, I don't want Florence's suggestions. I want to do our own thing with Florence. Let's see how many princes we can get out of this. I wouldn't be surprised if we can actually get them all to support us. Okay, is the Palatinate still without an heir? They are. Great. Production research flawed. I think our prestige is about to go up, so let's lose the prestige. Let's get a royal marriage with the Palatinate. Less concerned about the alliance right now. Oh yeah, we've gained Bohemia, haven't we? No rebels. They can be a bit of a concern. How are we doing with Castile? Actually, let's worry about the coalition before we worry about Castile. Okay, so we have a good chance of a Palatinate and Brandenburg. Well, not necessarily good chance, but a chance at least. Bohemia really does not want to like us. Never mind. Give it time. Look, our legitimacy has actually gone down there. I think I will suppress them. I think we can handle them. That's Genoa wanting peace. That is more of a possibility. Now, let me just finish this siege. It's good. Ooh. Okay, I see. So we can harm our ability to get them with missionaries, but that'll give us manpower. Or we can insist on still being able to convert them to Catholic. I think it's worth guaranteeing their rights. It's temporary anyway. And I'm not too concerned about converting them. I don't think we can convert them at the moment. So yeah, happy to guarantee the rights for now. Saviour separatists. I cannot express enough how unconcerned I am about that. But it looks like Aragon's going to deal with it for us anyway. Is this Magdeburg? Oh, we're finally making headway on Bohemia. They hate us slightly less. That's good. Romai Joffrey from Poland, yes please. Ottomans attacking Venice. Oh good. See, we didn't even try there and the military coalition's falling apart. Mantua wants access. Right, we've won the siege of Ferrara. I don't think we actually need to do anything with Genoa. Alright, let's pause because otherwise I'm not going to be able to concentrate. Treaty. No, not treaties. Release nations. So I want you to release Ferrara, which does stop them releasing Modena, but that's fair. Siena. That's right. That's all we can get. We do need diplomats to do it though. But we can at least get back the princes they had actually eaten. Yes, I think I'll take the prestige. It's fine. Can I get... I don't think we need the Magdeburg diplomat anymore, because they have already left the coalition. If I suggest demands... Can I still get them to release Ferrara and Siena? I can't. Okay, let's just clear that. Let's just do Ferrara and Siena. That'll do. And then Genoa. You see, I'm not sure I'm even that concerned about that. Are there any relations I do want you to release? Maybe Montferrat? Oh, and you can give me your trade power while you're at it. There you go. Right, okay, so... On the one hand, we have massively increased our number of problems. Oh, actually not massively. On the other hand, I think Montferrat and Ferrara we can probably get to support us diplomatically anyway, because we've just done them a massive favour. And even if we can't, we will find a way to rein them in. So we've still only got 4 to deal with. None of them are very big. Sure. We do want to annex them at some point. So yeah, I think we should be fine. How are we doing with this coalition? Does it still exist? I don't believe it does. Although I can actually keep this as a single army now. Okay, I don't really want to do that. In fact, I'd quite like to start rebuilding our army. Magdeburg. Okay, where are you? Because it looks like you're willing to actually play ball now. Oh yeah, there you are. Yes, give us Goslar back. So I'm hoping, and we will probably finish with that. Just make sure it counted the last one. Rightful ownership. No, I'm not giving you anything, sorry. It's just going to make it more expensive to annex you later. Okay, let's stop there. That's fine. Lost a free city. I think that's probably Goslar actually, so let's just fix that. Actually, do we want to do that, or do we want to try it on one of the Italian ones? You're a monarchy. About Montferrat. Also a monarchy. Right, we've already done Lucca, Bologna. Apparently isn't even part of the empire, which is interesting. could do Geneva instead. Might do that. I'm just thinking they're marginally more likely to stay Catholic, although Switzerland never does, which will become important later. Right, okay. So yeah, that was pretty good. So generally speaking, we have got a personal union over Bohemia, who still absolutely hates us, but we are making headway. And there are a lot of things improving this. Total yearly change of opinion is 14.8. So we will get them positive with us pretty quickly, I think. So I'm not too worried about them. If they do break free of us, we will deal with it. We also reined in Florence and Genoa, which is good, because Genoa especially can be difficult. They're quite powerful and they're spread all over the show. They've got islands here, territory up here, so they could have allied someone really powerful, so I'm quite grateful that we didn't. We have also... Oh, Friedrich died. So we've got Ferdinand now, with terrible legitimacy, which seems to only keep going down. But we will find a way to restore that. And we managed to call for Reichsreform, which is good. So we've got our first step on the way to reintegrating the empire and thoroughly establishing our authority. We also, as part of the Italian wars, managed to get some of the princes back that we lost while we were dealing with coalitions. And we managed to get our third coalition, which we appear to have survived, despite our aggressive expansion still being very high. So we're probably going to be looking at diplomacy again next time. We do need to watch this, but we do have 3 electors voting for us. We are now an elector. We usurped Bohemia's electorate, so that's going to strengthen our position immensely, because we can always count on ourselves to vote for ourselves. So yeah, that was all very positive. So we're probably going to be, first of all, looking to reduce our aggressive expansion. Well, to be honest, that just reduces itself, but improving relations with people in the empire. And to some extent, we're keeping an eye out for ways to rein in the Italian states. 2 of them, the ones we just got back, Ferrara and Montferrat. I always want to pronounce that French style, but I guess because we're in Germany, it should be Montferrat. They should have a very positive opinion of us. So even though we've still got 17 years to go before we hit 1490, we might not have too many problems like reining them in diplomatically. However, with both of them and Mantua and Saluzzo, we should keep an eye out for opportunities to defeat them in war. But we'll keep an eye on that anyway. We've still got 17 years to go, sorry, before 1490, which is the critical time for that. But yeah, we'll just keep the diplomacy going to try and prevent a 4th coalition from forming. And we will start looking at opportunities to probably attack Venice again, I would imagine. Because at some point our truce with them, 1477, yeah. So we'll probably start building a spy network on Venice, even though that will increase our aggressive expansion again, but they're an easy enemy to expand into. And then we can start looking at the Ottomans. But they'll keep for now. But yeah, that was all pretty good. We are starting to actually look like a major player. Oh, and also we currently have Habsburg as the heir to Castile, who are also in control of Aragon, who are also, I think, in control of Naples? No, they are not. Okay, so they've lost control of Naples. So Naples are actually an independent nation, so we might want to think about them as well. But yeah, we will leave that for next time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then.